Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead. Season 10 filming is beginning soon. You know, it just seemed like it ended, and now we are going to have some things to talk about. This is what is awesome about The Walking Dead. You think it's going to be a long summer, you think it'll be 3, 4, 5 months, but in 2 weeks they're going to start filming, which means they're going to start bussing people in and flying people in and people getting new houses in Atlanta, and the restaurants are going to be booming and rumors are going to be starting, and all of those things will happen. So we will have information, data, spoilers. In fact, some of our best predictions come out in the month of May. So you don't have to wait all the way till October. We get through May, and then we got June with Fear the Walking Dead, and we got Stranger Things coming up in July, and before you know it, mark this down, it will be October soon. So I just want to give a shout out really quickly to one of our brand new patrons. That is Terry Gouche. So you guys have seen the streams and some of the super chats. So thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. We just got a ton of support. Hopefully you guys got a chance to see the message that I posted on the Facebook fan page a little bit ago. We set some pretty aggressive goals, and I do have to tell you, you guys have been sharing videos, inviting people. Our channel has grown, our subscriber base has grown, our channel members have grown, and our Facebook fans. I mean, I am just extremely proud of all the growth and interaction and all the different streams that we've had. So we're going to talk about some things that could happen in filming, but I do want to highlight just a couple things. I saw William, the billboard here, so in another week or so, we're going to be transitioning to our next super fan emoji. We got Kills coins. We're going to be giving some of those out all next week. And how many people were here last night for Freestyle Friday, or at least got a chance to watch the playback of Freestyle Friday? So if you guys can do me a favor, please reel it back in. I definitely don't want this to be just a stream of rehashing tragic events. Let's keep it focused on The Walking Dead, everybody. Do me a big favor. There's so many things that we can talk about, but I want to kind of get back on track. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. We're going to celebrate this group, some positive things today, and certainly transition it over to what we can look forward to into next week. Thank you. Appreciate that, everybody. So I see a few people. Kel was here last night. And also, Valar, I saw that super chat up there. Thank you so much for that super chat. I know I glossed right over it, but I didn't forget you. So Valar says, hello, 99 Army Kills, Steph, Emmy, Kale, Sweet Tommy, sponsors, Patreons, members, and super chatters. What a group, everybody. So how many people are doing something special with family tonight, tomorrow? You got some events kind of set up, got some things going on. I see a few more people. We have to, this stream has to be in English, because if you type it in Russian, I don't know what you're saying. Sorry, Steele. Good morning, RJ. Tonight eating with the family. So just, William is kind of back and forth, but to my group in Georgia, are you guys starting to see some uptick in either the Walking Dead crews or some of the foot traffic coming in a little bit earlier, maybe some of the people that are out there looking to get some information a week or two early? And you guys also know Spoiling Dead fans page is going to be super active over the next couple weeks. So I would imagine that by the first week of May, we're going to start to have some really good data. How many people remember last year in May when the rumors started circulating in that John Bernthal was at Nick and Norman's? And some people, they said, hey, he's just down there for a dinner. And other people are like, no. He's going to get some flashback. He's going to get some activity. And sure enough, he was involved in the in Rick's final episode. Or the flashback episode. Yeah, you know, Steven, I put a rant out there, and I'm not going to get too far into the whole Maggie thing. I don't want her back either. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to accept her back. I made my point. I stated my case. Not my decision. I'm not running The Walking Dead. And I'll like her character. I'll embrace her character to come back. I wasn't a fan of it. E Beach, happy Easter Army. And where is Lucille? It's a good question. Will we see Lucille? Of course we will. I got a feeling. I don't know. I'm torn on this with the Lucille question. I could almost see the group in a real dark. I think maybe Daryl hid Lucille. It could open some old wounds, and I don't know that everybody would like that. But could you imagine, the group's in trouble, and they're losing the war, and Daryl really needs Negan back, and walks up with Lucille in one hand and the crossbow in the other and says, "Hey, take this." Tosses him Lucille. And then Negan's like, "Oh, baby, I missed you." And then they just go and they start crushing people. How about that? Would it be a little too bring back the memories of Glenn and Abraham? Hey, take this back. Go kill that son of a bitch. Maybe for Beta? I don't know. Maybe. Or Michonne has Lucille. Michonne gives the bat to Negan. Says, "Take care of Judith. I'm hitting the road." I don't know. I mean, she's got to leave somehow. Gushe, and thank you so much for being our newest patron. Says, "I hope they find a camera for Judith so she can hear Carl's voice and Rick's." She says she was forgetting what their voice sounded like. So I guess that would technically bring them back. William, the Walking Dead billboard, says, "I can't wait to see Maggie's face when she hears about everything that's happened while she was gone." Well, in classic Walking Dead fashion, I think they're doing the right things. And I know Wilson was not happy when Lauren canceled in the UK. But they had a Walking Dead event in Japan. And Lauren is saying the right things. So, look, that's why I can't be mad. That's why I'm not going to dwell on a whole lot. She's making the rounds. She's saying all the right things about how Maggie needs to come back. She kept quiet. She didn't do anything to make the situation worse. So we'll I know we're big fans, and it'll be much like the Negan situation. And I'll be the first person to change. I'll be the first person to say, "Yep, come on back. Rick's gone. Michonne's gone. Yeah, we need Maggie." Angel Calor says, "Do you see a civil war between communities with everyone who blames Daryl for the deaths?" No, I don't. Angel, I see some tough relationships with Ezekiel. There's always a certain amount of blame. But I think that's a dicey storyline to tell at this point. Especially with Alpha being so evil and all the Pikes. I don't think we can afford another civil war or more animosity between the groups. I think the groups have to find a way to gel. And I do think Maggie can be that glue. And I think she's going to be written in that way. She has to make a big entrance in order to get the fans 100% on board. There's going to need to be some real darkness. Very much like with Negan. I think it took a lot for the fans to accept Negan. There's already the death of Tara. There's already the death of Jesus. So I think Maggie's got some firepower. E. Beach, Maggie better feel remorse about those killings. Let me throw this out there to the group because filming will begin soon. I don't think we're going to see Maggie early on. I don't think we're going to see her in 1, 2, 3. It's probably going to be at closer and closer to Michonne leaving. Like they high five on the way out. We lose somebody good, and we got to bring somebody good back. Actually, we lose somebody great in my mind. But I think that's the story. Is once word gets back, I think they're going to paint Maggie as a saint who's been out there just saving the world. Leave your thoughts about how you think this will go down. Number 2, I think as cute as Judith was, You bring back baby Herschel, that's going to get her some points. And number 3, she's going to be vengeful and want to vindicate Jesus and Tara. Those are my big 3 things that have to happen. And I think once all 3 of those things happen, we're going to accept her back. Number 4, it wouldn't hurt to bring her in like Laura Croft. I don't think you're going to see average Maggie, giving the speech. Jesus, you saving those people, that was right. What Rick did, sparing Negan, that was wrong. No, I don't want any more of that, okay? I want her guns a-blazing, 1 gun on each hip, a gun in each hand, walking in saying, "Where's Alpha?" 2 words. Well, I guess it would be 3 words technically. Where is Alpha? If that happens in like episode number 5 and she's got like a baby strapped to her back, she's got baby Herschel, which is gonna be a little older now, but anyway, just for sake of optics, it'd be kind of cool, like a 5 or 6 year old Herschel strapped to her back, gun on each hip, and then 2 guns. Where's Alpha? And then I'm okay. I'm fine with that. Then bring her back. And I feel like I'm a pretty good... Well, you know what? Instead of asking that question, let me ask the Army. Do you guys feel like I'm a pretty good gauge of... there's some middle ground, right? Like, I was angry about Negan, and then I tried to keep neutral, and then I sort of gravitated. So I'm not trying to brag here, but I think I'm a good barometer of a feeling and emotion of what I need in order to get over certain things. If you guys disagree, that's fine. You can disagree in chat. You can put no kills. You're way too emotional. You're not a barometer. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. But I feel like I'm fairly neutral. I try to be neutral because I'm streaming and I don't, I know I got Maggie fans and I know I got people that aren't Maggie fans. But it doesn't have to be that dramatic. But I do think there's a few boxes that need to be checked off in order for me to be okay. Because, I'm one of the first people to rant and say, I don't need her back. I don't want her back. And then I'm able to take a step back and say, okay, if I am going to be okay with it, you can't just have a real subtle, okay, here she is and this is what. You need to go above and beyond. There needs to be some retribution. That would be the only caveat to me. And if that happens, and it happens in a good way, but I feel like, how many people feel like her character has to change to a degree? It can't just be the Maggie who left. And if her character changes, what do you need to see change in the writing and in her character in order to be okay with her being back? Julia says Maggie was boring. Fair enough. I think she was getting a little boring. All about, accountability and killing and revenge. Sure. Georgie was her counselor, says Maria. Jeep, Maggie came across as a brat. Kitten smiles. Need to see a strong, smart Maggie. She's had time to get over Glenn. So, and in fairness, that was an issue, right? Her sole MO was to get Negan back to the grave of Glenn and kill Negan there. That was her whole purpose. Everything she did, from leading the hilltop and getting those people to follow her, she even said as much, was to get to that point. And now that she's moved on past that, I think we can see a stronger, smarter Maggie. Not just one that's just blinded by rage. Exactly, Crystal. She couldn't see beyond it. Diane Hammett, never liked Maggie much. Me either. Lark Song says Maggie became Madison. So to be clear, I wasn't a huge Maggie fan to begin with. Maggie never resonated with me like Michonne and like Carol and like Rosita. She, to me, was a step above Tara, but not... My big three females on the show were Carol, Michonne, and Rosita. Writing could be an issue. William the Walking Dead Billboard want to say to all, I'm running back and forth this morning to the 999 ladies, hearts and flowers. To the 999 guys, fist bump and thumbs up. Have an awesome weekend. Well, what if we want flowers, William? What's up with that? I mean, anybody can enjoy flowers. Why don't you give the ladies the fist bump and send me some shrubbery? It's all good. Thank you, William. Have a happy Easter, my man. Appreciate everything you do. Look at the flower. Troy's trying to get me to look at the flowers. There you go. Thank you, William. So this stream is not going to be a super long stream. We're going to wind it down in a little bit. One thing I need you guys to do, though, we've got a ton of people. Whether you're watching now or watching the playback, give this video a thumbs up. Show some love, not just for me. It's not just because I have the mic. When you guys step into these, give this video a thumbs up if you're a part of the Army, if you like what we do. And the same rules apply. If you don't like our streams and you don't like being a part of this, you just watch, you're hoping to get some spoilers, a little bit of information, and all the other stuff's not your thing, give it a thumbs down. I mean, we certainly want open and honest feedback from all of the people that are a part of this Army. So, as been advertised, NoComicBook.com, we don't have an exact date, but within a couple of weeks, they are going to start filming. There's going to be rumors, predictions, and spoilers. So the way I look at it is we've got Game of Thrones coming up. Hey, we're having a lot of fun with Game of Thrones. But in about 2 weeks, we're going to be back full steam ahead. So I know we've canceled a couple streams through April. But trust me when I tell you, May, June, July, and August are going to be just as intense, just as active, just as involved as the premiere of October. If you guys, how many people were here last summer? How many people have been a part of the 999 Army for at least a year? Maybe last April, last May. If so, just type it in chat if you've been here for over a year. I know many of you have because some of you have been patrons for over a year and a lot of you have been members for over a year. So if you guys go back or if you even remember, last probably the middle of May until July, we were just crushing it. We were, not just information that was out there, but we had some really strong predictions with Rick last year at the end of May. And I think that's when we really started getting our rhythm. So spoilers are great. Spoiler adds confirmation to it. But to me, the May streams in early June is when I have the most fun talking about The Walking Dead. They're not confirmed spoilers. There's just a hint, a rumor, just enough clues to get you excited about it, right? Who's been seen, who's been spotted, and I think that's when we go full CSI mode, and that's when we're at our best. Remember being here, just listening for a long time. And Angie, I think that's a great example. Like, we've had a lot of people in the streams. So I want to implore you guys, and I just want to ask, if there's anything about these streams that make you feel uncomfortable, shoot me a message, let me know. Our goals really here is to get everybody involved, to make it feel like a family. And I know there's still people out there. I've been in streams where we've had 2,000, 3,000 people, and only a few hundred people are actually typing. So get involved. Look, no comment you make is going to be, it might be analyzed, but there'll never be personal attacks on people. Well, unless you're just an asshat, you're making rude comments to people. but no theories, no predictions, none of those things. We want you involved. The more people we have involved, the more people that are engaged, the more fun they are, and the better, more accurate theories we come up with. Like the Red Fair. The Red Fair was a whole lot of fun talking about what was going to lead to it, to a point where everything didn't happen the way we said it was going to happen, but there was a lot of truth with even the Red Fair of how people started disappearing and the reactions of other people. I would have liked a little bit more focus on it, to be honest. I would have liked, where you saw like Eugene coming up and it's like, well, I was in the middle of my RPG campaign and I noticed that Frankie suddenly disappeared. Has anyone seen said Frankie? No, I would have at least liked that. But Eugene walks up and is like, hey, has anyone seen Frankie? Yeah, a little bit more dialogue around it would have been good. I thought that should have been a focus, like the moods and the somber nature and the mystery around it, not just, hey, they're gone. But we called that, right? I mean, that was something we talked about several weeks in advance about how it needed to play out for all of us. And it was great. I thought it could have been greater, more great, awesome. But that was one of my favorite episodes ever. And that still might be my favorite Walking Dead episode. But an extra 30 minutes, it should have been like a 2-hour episode in my mind. More Walking Dead is better. So, hey, everybody, we're at 21 minutes. So I did promise we're going to wind this thing down. I don't want to take up all of your time on a Saturday. Get out, have some fun, be with family. Once again, regardless of your religious affiliation, spend some quality time and celebrate Easter. Go out and enjoy the moments. Enjoy all the good things that we've been able to do with this channel, with our family, because I know you have families, but this is a family as well. This is an extension of not only Walking Dead family. The premise, how we all met was probably The Walking Dead or gaming or whatever we did here. But I think the relationships and the future streams, whether we're talking about Endgame, with the Avengers, or whether we're doing Stranger Things, many of you were involved in the Passage. And within a month, we're going to be like full steam ahead with Fear. So think about this. In the month of May, this is what's going to go down. In the month of May, middle of May, you're going to be halfway through Game of Thrones. You're going to be 2 weeks away from Fear. And you're going to have Walking Dead spoilers. So on this channel, Game of Thrones drama, Fear rumors and spoilers, and filming of The Walking Dead. What could be any better? All right, everybody, thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Once again, one more shout out to all the Patreon Army. We're like over 90 patrons. If you're interested in becoming a patron through a third-party website, there is a link down below. Patrons will get a few extras. You might actually get some pictures of Felt Club tonight at MGM. So if you're up in D.C., you'll recognize the area. Patrons also get some custom surveys, polls, kills, coins, all of those things. Just want to get you guys involved as much as possible. Channel members, you guys can see my green team up there. Channel members are over in the top right. That is through YouTube. So if you're watching through YouTube Gaming, there's the opportunity to do that. Moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells, always awesome group of people. Of course, our super chatters. You guys have seen the super chatters. Villar, William, Sheila Mack. A ton of people are super chatting and adding content, especially on Freestyle Friday. You guys are absolutely great. Emmy's late. Emmy, really? You popped in? Emmy's like a blister. She shows up when the job is done. Oh, my goodness. Can everybody give Emmy a sad face? No, you know what? I do want to say Emmy has been doing a lot of good work on the side. So thank you so much, Emmy, for everything that you guys do. And this is a moment that I really want to shout out all of the people that grow this channel and are just such a tremendous part. So do me a favor. As I said before, pike that like button. And everybody give me a 999 so I can do as many shout-outs in the stream as we possibly can. If you're watching the playback, then give me a 999 in the comments as well. So I haven't done shout-outs probably in about 3 or 4 streams. And, hey, we will not have a noon stream tomorrow. The next time you guys will see me will be 8 o'clock tomorrow night for Game of Thrones Countdown. So I want to say what's up to Greg LeBeau. Villar, thank you. Anna Smith, William the Walking Dead Billboard, Ray Beard, Sheila Mac 10. Love the new name, Sheila. Marcia Derbyshire, thank you, Marcia. Mike Reiser, Mandy A, Deborah Farrell, Darkstar, Troy Mattingly, thank you. Janet Person, thank you. Angel Caloris, thank you. Jeep in the house. Jennifer Sosaby. I'm trying, Jennifer. Hopefully I said that the right way. Diana Hammond, thank you. Rachel Army Brat, thank you. Have a happy Easter. Leanne Gash, Maria Favada, always a pleasure. Faith Meager, thank you. Viola McGowan. Bryn Gilligan, thank you. Anita Nokier, thank you, Anita. Appreciate that. Crystal Singer Chick Gore, Tracy N. Daniel Giamotti, thank you. Jennifer Flaherty, have a good evening. Jennifer. Gina Crockett, have a happy Easter, Gina. Thank you. Israel Marion, what's up, Israel? That's a name I recognize from 999 Gaming. That's a name I haven't seen in a little while. What's up, Israel? Donnie Thompson, Natalie, TVL TNT, what's up? Thank you. Robin Vance. eBeat72, thank you so much, Eric. Good seeing you. Let me get a couple more shout-outs in here. I know I missed a few people. There's Julie McGuire. What's up, Julie? Carol's Cookies, thank you. Couple more seconds here. Any last minute? Gene Alexander, thank you. You have a happy Easter as well. Heart of Nixie, thank you. Pleasure having you here. Valar, Super Chat says happy Easter, everyone. We got some rabbits in there. Absolutely. And there'll be more to come. Once we get through the Easter holiday, I'll let you guys know about a couple more events that we're going to do on our channel. Rhyme time showdowns, random things. Hey, we're just getting started. Absolutely just getting started. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody being here. If I missed you in a shout-out, I'll catch you tomorrow. Be here tomorrow night at 8 for a Game of Thrones countdown. And, of course, our reaction videos. I think we had 9,000 people in that Game of Thrones reaction video last week, which is unbelievable because that's our first Game of Thrones reaction video. So looking forward to some crazy Game of Thrones stuff. And, of course, we'll jump into it on Monday night with random things. Thanks, everybody. Have a good Easter, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Peace.